What if I told you there's a country where medieval towns meet Arctic wilderness? Where you can chase the northern lights one night and explore a royal palace the next? Welcome to Sweden, a land of stunning islands, vibrant cities, icy adventures, and breathtaking natural beauty. In today's journey, we're uncovering the 12 best places to visit in Sweden, from the colorful streets of Stockholm to the frozen magic of Lapland. Whether you're planning your next adventure or just dreaming of Scandinavia, this guide will take you straight to the heart of Sweden. This is True Path Travel, and today, we're heading north. Let's begin. Hello, gorgeous travelers. Welcome to a very special journey. Today, we're unfolding a Nordic map together. It reveals clean design and living history, and the hush of ancient forests. From storied medieval towns to wild Lapland, archipelagos, deep blue lakes, fjell horizons, and a hint of aurora. This is Sweden. Our cinematic countdown of the 12 best places begins, fika in hand. But this isn't just any tour. Think of it as a countdown. A cinematic adventure through Sweden's 12 most unforgettable spots. We'll explore island-studded coasts and bold landmarks that kiss Nordic skies. Our countdown begins with a bang at number 12, Gamla stan, Stockholm. The old town's vibrant heart of cobblestones and ochre facades. Narrow alleys twist between gilded shops and cafes. The royal palace anchors the square. Bell chimes, lantern light, footsteps on stone. Timeless Stockholm. From these storybook streets, we cross to number 11, Djurgården and the Vasa Museum. A 17th century warship rises dark and perfect from the dim. Every carved figure whispers sea lore. Beyond the hull, Djurgården's museums and trails unwind through parkland. Step outside to leafy paths, ferries gliding by, and calm waters framing the island. Northward now to number 10, Uppsala, a city of learning and legend. Cathedral spires spear the sky. University gardens hum with bicycles and quiet conversation. Follow the Fyrisån as willows sweep the banks. Student Nation houses glow at dusk. Then climb to Gamla Uppsala's Viking burial mounds. Wind, grass, and history. Finally, for this act, we sail to number 9, Visby on Gotland, UNESCO, listed and sea-kissed. Medieval walls encircle rose-lined lanes. Limestone towers watch the Baltic. Wander between ruins and cafes, murals of light on cobbles, gulls tracing the cliffs. Feel the Baltic breeze and the freedom of an island town. A perfect pause in our journey. Before we continue our Swedish adventure, make sure to hit that like button if you love discovering new destinations around the world. Subscribe to True Path Travel and turn on notifications so you never miss a journey. Every week, we explore the world's most beautiful places, hidden gems, and unforgettable travel experiences. Now, back to Sweden. Our coastal countdown continues, moving to Sweden's vibrant west coast. At number 8, we arrive in Gothenburg, the country's second-largest city, and a place where laid-back charm meets maritime muscle. Known to locals as Göteborg, this city is defined by water and a distinctly friendly atmosphere. Its heart is a network of 17th century canals, crisscrossed by iconic blue and white trams that clatter along, their bells a constant, cheerful soundtrack to city life. As dusk settles, you can see the distant lights of Liseberg Amusement Park begin to twinkle, promising a different kind of thrill. The working harbour is the city's lifeblood, a place of constant motion where massive container ships share the waterways with nimble ferries. These smaller vessels slip between the green, rocky islets of the southern archipelago, a stunning natural playground right on the city's doorstep, all of it bathed in the cool, crisp palette of the North Sea. To truly feel Gothenburg's soul, you must wander into the Haga district. Here, time seems to slow down along the cobbled lanes, flanked by beautifully preserved wooden houses that now shelter independent shops and cozy cafes. The air is thick with the irresistible scent of cardamom and cinnamon, a sweet invitation to partake in a Swedish fika. This is the home of the hagabule, a cinnamon bun so enormous it's often the size of a dinner plate. For a taste of the sea, head to the Feskekorka, or Fish Church, an indoor market housed in a building that resembles a neo-Gothic church. Inside, you'll find a temple to seafood. Cap off your visit with a plate of freshly shucked oysters, their briny flavor a perfect expression of the coast, as you watch the archipelago boats come and go with the steady rhythm of the tides. The best time to visit is from late spring to early autumn, when the city is alive with outdoor cafes and long, light-filled evenings. Gothenburg is easily reached by train from Stockholm or Copenhagen, and its compact center is perfect for exploring on foot or by tram. Sailing just north along the Bohuslän coast, we find our number 7, the glamorous island of Marstrand, watched over by the formidable Karlstad fortress. This is Sweden's sailing capital, a summer paradise where history and high society meet. In summer, the harbor transforms into a forest of masts, as white sails stitch a path between the smooth, sun-warmed granite islets that dot the Skagerrak Strait. The island is car-free, preserving a sense of tranquility that invites exploration. Make the essential climb up to the imposing stone walls of Karlstad Fortress, which has guarded this strategic waterway for over 350 years. From its ramparts, the reward is a breathtaking, wind-in-your-hair panorama over a maze of skerries and the endless blue horizon. You can almost hear the echoes of ancient battles carried on the salty breeze. Back down at sea level, the harbour boardwalk buzzes with a relaxed, festive energy. Chic boutiques, bustling cafes, and tempting ice cream stalls line the waterfront, where seasoned skippers, families on holiday, and adventurous hikers all share the same refreshing sea air. While summer is peak season for sailing and swimming, visiting in the spring or autumn offers a quieter, more contemplative experience. To get here, take a bus from Gothenburg to Köln, followed by a short, scenic ferry ride across the channel to Marstrand Island. As the day ends, find a spot on the western rocks. Feel the ancient granite, still warm from the sun, as you watch the masts become stark silhouettes against a silver and rose-gold sea. Continuing our journey up the magnificent Bohuslän coast, we arrive at number 6, the picture-perfect fishing village of Smogen. This is perhaps the most iconic and photographed spot on the entire west coast, and for very good reason. Smogen is famous for Smogenbryggan, a nearly kilometer-long wooden boardwalk that snakes around the harbour. It's lined with a vibrant row of old fishing huts and boathouses, each painted in a different bold shade of red, yellow, or blue. These historic buildings, once used for storing fishing gear, now house lively restaurants, shops, and galleries. Below the boardwalk, fishing boats and pleasure craft nose their way through the narrow sound, their reflections dancing on the water as polished granite cliffs drop dramatically into the clear, emerald green sea. A traveler's tip: while the main boardwalk is a must-see, be sure to explore the quieter paths that wind up and over the granite cliffs for spectacular views. The quintessential Smogen experience is to stroll the bustling pier, grab a classic shrimp sandwich, piled high with fresh, sweet shrimp on a slice of rye bread, and find a spot to simply watch the world go by. For the more adventurous, the surrounding archipelago is a world-class destination for sea kayaking. Paddling silently between thousands of tiny, uninhabited islets, with only the cry of seabirds for company, is an unforgettable way to connect with this raw, beautiful landscape. Smogen is at its most vibrant in July and August, but a visit in June or late August offers a more peaceful atmosphere. For our number 5, we travel south to the opposite corner of Sweden, to the pastoral region of Skåne. Here lies Österlen, often called the province of Sweden, a landscape that feels gentler, softer, and bathed in a unique, luminous light. This is where lush, rolling fields of rapeseed and wheat spill all the way down to meet pristine white sand bays along the Baltic Sea. The coastline is a tranquil dream, a stark contrast to the rugged granite of the west coast. The area is steeped in history and mystique, most powerfully felt at Alastinar. Standing here, on a high green cliff overlooking the sea, you are in the presence of a Viking Age megalithic monument. 59 massive boulders are arranged in the shape of a 67-meter-long ship, its purpose still debated by historians. As you trace the horizon's long, calm arc, you can't help but feel a profound connection to the ancient seafarers who once navigated these waters. Österlen is dotted with charming coastal towns and fishing villages. Places like Kivik, famous for its apple orchards and annual apple market, and Simrishamn, with its delightful pastel-colored houses and thriving art scene, invite slow, meandering exploration. This is a region best explored by car or bicycle, allowing you to stop at the many farm shops, art studios, and antique stores that line the country roads. The best time to visit is from May to September, when the landscape is at its most verdant and the sea is warm enough for a swim. End your day at Sandhammaren, a beach consistently voted one of Sweden's best. Here, you can feel the fine, powdery sand between your toes as you walk through the dunes on pine-scented trails, listening to the soft, rhythmic wash of the golden hour surf. Our grand finale begins its countdown in a place that feels torn from the pages of a winter fairy tale. Landing at number 4 is Åre, a mountain village nestled in the heart of Jämtland County. This isn't just a destination, it's an atmosphere, a perfect blend of rustic Scandinavian charm and vibrant world-class resort energy. As dusk settles, the village square, Åre Torg, glows with a warm, inviting light, promising cozy refuge after a day spent in the crisp mountain air. By day, Åre is a skier's paradise. The mighty Åreskutan mountain presides over a vast network of slopes and chairlifts, offering everything from gentle beginner runs to heart-pounding black diamonds and legendary off-piste adventures. The best season for snow sports stretches from December to May, when the powder is deep and the after-ski scene is buzzing. You can feel the pulse of the mountain in your bones, a rhythm set by the glide of skis and the cheerful chatter in the lift lines. But when the snow melts, Åre reveals a different kind of magic. The trails that weave through forests and across exposed ridgelines transform into a biker's bliss. The Åre Bike Park is renowned across Europe, drawing adrenaline seekers to its downhill tracks all summer long. For a gentler pace, you can hike to stunning viewpoints or kayak on the serene waters of Lake Öresund. A traveler's tip: Åre is easily reached by train from Stockholm or Östersund, making it an accessible escape into the wild. And just a short drive away lies the area's natural showstopper, Tenforsen. As one of Sweden's most powerful waterfalls, it puts on a spectacular performance year-round. In summer, it's a thundering curtain of water, its roar echoing through the canyon as mist rises like breath from the earth. In winter, it freezes into a colossal sculpture of ice, a silent, glittering monument to nature's power. The sensory experience is unforgettable. The fine, cool spray of the falls on your face, a constant reminder of the raw energy shaping this landscape. From the inland mountains, we travel east to a coastline unlike any other. Claiming the number 3 spot is the High Coast, or Högakusten, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where the very land is still rising from the sea. This is the highest land uplift in the world, a slow-motion geological event that began at the end of the last ice age. Here, ancient granite cliffs plunge dramatically into the cold, bright waters of the Baltic Sea, creating a landscape of stark and breathtaking beauty. The gateway to this region is often the magnificent Högakusten Bridge, a modern marvel suspended against a timeless backdrop. To sail beneath its towering pylons is to experience a composition of granite, pine, and endless horizon, pure Nordic poetry. The best time to visit is from late spring to early autumn, when the days are long and the trails are clear. A tip for travelers: rent a car to fully explore the winding coastal roads and hidden fishing villages that dot this expansive shoreline. For the adventurous, the High Coast offers a unique challenge. Hike the iconic Skullaberget mountain, or for a true thrill, tackle its Via Ferrata. With your hands on the cool, solid rock and the wind in your face, You'll ascend the cliffside, rewarded at the summit with a panoramic view of the sprawling archipelago below. It's a powerful way to connect with the landscape, feeling its scale and history with every upward step. But the high coast also invites quiet contemplation. Find a secluded cove and simply watch as the golden hour paints the water in hues of copper and rose. You can almost feel the immense passage of time that has carved this coastline, the slow, persistent rebound of the earth. The air here smells of salt and pine, a clean, sharp scent that defines the soul of Sweden's rising shore. Now, we venture far north, deep into the Arctic Circle, to a place of profound wilderness and celestial wonder. At number 2, we find Abisko National Park. The journey itself, often by overnight train from Stockholm, is part of the adventure, as civilization gives way to endless forests and frozen lakes. The park's most iconic landmark, Laporten, or the Laponian Gate, is a U-shaped valley that opens like a majestic gateway to the untamed wild. Abisko is the starting point for the legendary Kungsleden, or the King's Trail, one of the world's most famous hiking routes. The park offers 2 distinct, equally magical experiences. In summer, the midnight sun bathes the landscape in a perpetual ethereal glow for weeks on end, allowing for hikes at any hour. In winter, the world is transformed into a hushed kingdom of white, where the only sound is the whisper of snow under your skis. But Abisko's ultimate spectacle happens after dark. Thanks to its unique microclimate and position in the auroral oval, it's one of the best places on Earth to witness the northern lights. From September to March, when the sky dances, you don't just see the aurora, you feel it. Rivers of emerald and violet light bow and swirl over silent, snow-laden pines. At the Aurora Sky Station, you can ascend the mountain for an even clearer view. There are no words, really. You just look up and breathe. A traveler's tip: book your accommodation and train tickets far in advance, especially for the peak aurora season. Once there, a profound stillness settles over you, a quiet that is vast, bright, and deeply humbling. It's the feeling of being a small part of something immense and beautiful. This is the true essence of the Arctic, a northern light in every sense of the word. And now, for our number 1. We remain in the heart of the Arctic, in a region that embodies the ultimate Swedish winter fantasy, a place of ice, light, and ancient culture. Our top spot goes to the northernmost corner of Swedish Lapland, the city of Kiruna, and the nearby village of Jukkasjärvi, home to the world-famous Ice Hotel. Each winter, something extraordinary is born here. The Ice Hotel is rebuilt from the frozen water of the Torne River, a temporary palace of snow and ice. To step inside is to enter another world. You walk through hallways of packed snow, discovering dozens of unique art suites, each one a temporary gallery designed and sculpted by artists from around the globe. The ice glows with a translucent blue-white light, and the silence within the frozen walls is absolute. Beyond this architectural marvel, the landscape calls for exploration. This is the land of the Sami, Europe's only indigenous people, whose culture is deeply woven into the fabric of the region. Glide silently across frost-sparkled plains on a reindeer sled, learning about their ancient traditions. Or feel the exhilarating rush of a dog sled team pulling you through pristine forests. A tip for visitors: dress in layers. The cold is intense, but with the right gear, it's invigorating, not intimidating. The best time to experience this winter dream is from December to April, when the snow is guaranteed and the nights are long and dark, perfect for aurora hunting. Here, under a vast cathedral of stars and shimmering curtains of green light, the story of Sweden crescendos. It's the sensory feeling of the crisp, pure air filling your lungs, a bright, unforgettable winter finale. And so, our cinematic countdown comes to a gentle close. What a journey, across seasons and stories, light and shadow. We set out to name Sweden's 12 most captivating places, and found a country that breathes with its landscape, where design and nature move in quiet harmony. Consider this a final deep breath before we shift from inspiration to action. Timing first. For long, golden days and easy exploring, come May through September. In the far north, nights glow and blur into twilight, the midnight sun turning the horizon into a gentle flame. For aurora magic, aim for September to March. Crisp, dark skies where emerald curtains ripple and bow. Pick your season, choose your light. Pack for layers always. A breathable base, a warm mid, and a waterproof, windproof shell. Comfort is freedom. Heading to Lapland in winter? Add thermals, insulated trousers, a serious parka, ear-covering hat, warm mittens, and waterproof boots with grip. Dress smart, and the cold becomes invigorating. Getting around is effortless. SJ's high-speed trains link major cities with scenic windows on the world. Regional buses reach the smaller places. Flying saves time on long hauls, like Stockholm to Kiruna. For countryside freedom, rent a car, especially along coastal and lake routes. Winter driving up north? Ensure proper winter tires, check conditions, and take it slow. Culture and etiquette in 2 beats. First, fika. It's more than coffee, it's a pause to connect, often with a cinnamon bun, unrushed and shared. Second, practicals. Sweden is largely cashless. Cards and contactless work almost everywhere. English is widely spoken. And remember allemansrätten, the right of public access. Roam gently, leave no trace. Do not disturb, do not destroy. Safety is mostly about nature. In winter, darkness and ice demand respect. Plan for daylight, walk carefully, consider reflective bands, and mind your footing. In summer, hydrate, use sunscreen. The sun lingers and deceives, and do quick tick checks after time in forests and meadows. Simple habits, big peace of mind. And now, turn the page, from why to how. The map is in your hands. Your story is ready for its first scene. From sun-drenched islands in the Stockholm archipelago to the vast, silent wild of the far north, each place is a chapter waiting for you to enter. Sketch an itinerary that fits your rhythm. Pair city energy with forest stillness. Braid coastal charm with Lapland light. Plan with intention, but leave a little space for wonder. Talk to strangers, taste the unfamiliar, wander the side street. This is how trips become stories, how moments become the memories that last. Go and write your own beautiful, unforgettable story, among islands and forests, cities and northern lights. Your Sweden adventure awaits. From the historic charm of medieval towns to the icy beauty of the Arctic Circle, Sweden truly offers something unforgettable for every traveler. Whether you're drawn to city life, coastal escapes, or wild Nordic landscapes, Sweden is waiting for you. Which of these 12 places would you visit first? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your travel dreams. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to True Path Travel for more adventures across the globe. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and always follow your true path.